I think we need to be popular for the good reasons, right? Right, anyway, fun apart, I think it's a very important day that all of us sitting here today will have to rededicate ourselves to, most importantly, taking care of ourselves well, educating people around us, making everybody, include us, aware of this disease, and then fighting through it and winning it. I think that's the most important part of the whole battle. All of us very well know that the incidence of cancer is increasing, and by 2020, all of us will be home to more than 60% of all cancer patients this world will have. Whether it's this hospital, this state, or this country, we are not geared to support these cancer patients. So the best way to support is not to have it at all. And so the greatest emphasis should be on prevention of this disease. And how do you prevent? The only way to prevent is to be aware of this, be educated about this, empower ourselves. I think that's extremely important. Empower ourselves. Don't feel helpless. Don't rest or having a problem in your breast. I think the greatest issue is we don't talk, we don't seek mental help, we think these problems cannot affect us. Let's not go home with that message. Anything and everything under the sun can happen to us. It doesn't matter whether you're a newborn kid or a person waiting to die, it doesn't really matter. Any problem can affect us, and one of the most important problems is cancer. So, be aware, educate, take care of yourself, take care of your breast. It's a very important organ, not only to be physically good looking, but also to be mentally, psychologically, and spiritually well. It's extremely important. That is to the women. So, getting yourself screened, meeting the doctor, doing an examination, all of these things are extremely important to prevent this or detect this early. Because that's the only way you can win. And to all the men sitting here, the CEO said that you need the nursing staff for everything, whether to make the morning's program a success, to welcome everybody, to sing a prayer song, when you go back in the evening, somebody to give you your coffee, to have your dinner, put you to bed, to wake you up, right? All the men are really helpless without them, right? So the most important thing that I want to tell all the women, all the men sitting here is take care of your women, right? And the most important way to take care of your women is make sure that they are in good health, because the Indian lady's psychology is to neglect oneself and take care of others, right? We see patients every day. Right? The first thing that they will say is, "Na game the parallel doctor." Right? Don't spend this money on me. My child has to be educated. Somebody has to be, they have to get married. I need so much of money to do all that. No, that's not important. Right? You should fight. The men should help them fight, and make sure that this disease is non-existent. Right? It's not a question of detecting it early. I think we should reach a point where cancer itself, at some point in time, maybe not in our lifetime, maybe 100 years later, 200 years later, if it is non-existent, I think all of us would have put in our small drop of contribution for this. With that, I will stop and listen to a greater inspirational talk that will come after all of ours, because the chief guest for today is extremely appropriate to be sitting here. She will talk. She has fought and she has won. And nothing like hearing from somebody who has fought and won. I can tell you 1,000 stories. Subramanish Rao can tell you 1,000 stories, but it doesn't really matter. Nothing like hearing from the horse's mouth. And you will wait to hear that. Thank you very much.